Are you looking for a space where you will learn to improve your mental strength, emotional health, and heal your insecurities from the inside out? Take the first step to living a more meaningful life with the Better Me with Body by Bree podcast. I'm your host, Bree. I'm a certified personal trainer, entrepreneur, and mother of 3. I've helped empower thousands of women to take action through fitness, nutrition, meditation, personal development, and aligning thoughts with action. This podcast is for those who are ready to feel inspired and motivated to live a more purposeful life. Let's grow together. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Better Me with Body by Bree podcast. And today I wanted to talk about a topic that I feel a lot of my clients struggle with, and that is matching your expectations to your effort. So what I mean by this is a lot of times people will get hung up on their results and they'll start comparing themselves to progress pictures that they see on Instagram or even like some of the posts that I've posted with my clients. And they'll say, well, why am I not seeing those results? And I wanted to tell you a little story about when I was competing. I was working out 2 hours in the morning, and then I would put my kids to bed, and I would do another hour at night on the treadmill. And it was so hard, and I was putting in so much time that season of my life, I was 100% dedicated to that goal. And it was for 4 months, and I put everything else aside and I focused on that solely. That season of my life, I was able to do that. I was able to meal prep every Sunday and Wednesday. I packed my meals with me everywhere I went. I brought my meals even with me on vacation. And it was definitely hard. It was really hard. I had to say no all the time to people. I would still go to the events and go to the occasions because it was fun, but I would have to say no to all the fun foods. And sometimes I'd have to go home early because I'd have to wake up so early before my kids to get my workout in. And if I missed a workout, I had to double up the next day. Like I just was so dedicated. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because a lot of people will look at that before and after and say, well, why am I not seeing the results? But they're in a completely different season of life. And sometimes you even tend to compare your results to like yourself in a different time of life, if that makes sense. So for example, fast forward to after I've had my 3rd child and I'm looking at those results when I was, 100% dedicated. But right now in my life, I'm having a hard time, just getting some sleep, right? Like 3 kids under the age of 5. It's so crazy. It's just not realistic to expect myself to be working out 3 hours a day. That's just not realistic for me. And so I'm not expecting those extreme results if I'm not putting in the extreme work. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I don't want this, mom that has a newborn baby to be feeling down on herself because she doesn't have those results in the before and after, or hers aren't as fast, and that's okay. So we all have different seasons of life, and you cannot compare your season to somebody else's because maybe their kids are grown, maybe they don't have kids, maybe they have a full-time nanny. Like you just never know the circumstances, you never know the season of life. And the goal with fitness and being healthy is actually to just find a balance where you feel happy and you feel like you can have, a treat or two and you're okay. And if you're constantly like searching for that perfection or that ideal version of yourself that's the perfect body, you just have to kind of do a self-check and be like, what am I actually willing to give up for that body? Because for me, once I had the nice body, it actually wasn't worth it to me. I was like, this is great and all that I'm 12% body fat, but I would rather not have this lifestyle and be able to just enjoy being healthy and be, fit and work out for fun and not have to track every little thing I eat and not have to bring my own food with me on the airplane. And I just decided like that's really not happiness for me. And when I am truly happy is when I have that balance and when I don't feel like I have to weigh and measure every little tiny thing. But that also means that I'm not going to be shredded. And I have found that out for myself, but I feel like a lot of clients need to figure that out as they go along in their journey, because it is going to be really hard if you're constantly striving for perfection and you're constantly on a diet and you're constantly getting mad at yourself and letting yourself down because it's so strict. That's just not a way to live. And you have to reevaluate and be like, am I happy here? You know, is this really what life is about? Is like, life's not about, trying to just be smaller and smaller and smaller and leaner. I did my competition because I was looking for a challenge, because I knew I was going to get pregnant again. And I really wanted that challenge for myself, and it was fun. I accomplished the goal, but I did not want to stay in that like mindset because it just was miserable, and it's really hard that way. So the goal is to find the balance in your life. And you don't have to be pushing 100% of the time and working on these crazy goals 100% of the time, because sometimes it's nice to just be content, be okay with where you're at, just have fun with your fitness, work out for fun, eat healthy because you like it. You don't have to stress about, eating one cookie. It's not a big deal. And that's okay. And to be honest, that's when I'm the happiest. So just make sure that you find grace with yourself and know that if you're relaxed with your goals, to be relaxed with the result. And that's okay too. For the 6 months after I had my baby, I told myself, you don't have to work out every day if you don't want to. Like, you don't have to track every single macro. I kind of just gave myself permission to enjoy my baby, enjoy my kids, enjoy being a mom, work out when I felt really good. And if I had nights where the babies weren't sleeping, then I just wouldn't go to the gym that day, and that's okay. Or I'd go for a walk instead. Or sometimes you just need to catch up on sleep. So that's my message for today for you guys is there's a time and a season for everything. Know what your season is and create goals that are going to be realistic for your season and that are going to make you happy. And that's what it's all about, you guys. Fitness is just all about making sure that it's happy and fun and you're achieving goals to make yourself proud and find that balance. And that's the ultimate goal. So that's my message for today. And I hope that you guys got something from this, and I will talk to you later.